starts now.
Welcome to Newswatch 12 at 5. I'm Nate Myhock. Election day is here, and so far there have been high voter turnouts across the area. For some context on why the spring election is seeing large amounts of voter participation, we go live to Kyle Pozorski at the Crescent Town Hall. Kyle, what has been so significant for this election?
Thanks, Nate. Today I spoke to Tracy Hartman, Oneida County Clerk, who has found a few trends in this year's spring election. This year in Oneida County, 5 incumbents chose not to defend their seats. This leaves room for others to run, including 11 women who are hoping to fill 9 seats, for example, while 14 seats in total are contested. Hartman says this is usually not the case in local elections.
Typically, we don't see this many contested races in Oneida County, especially for the county board. We tend to have the incumbents run, and as long as they're well liked, nobody runs against them.
She continues saying because of how many seats are up for grabs on the board and in other elections, the high involvement shows people in Oneida County are taking more stock in local politics.
And so they're taking a look at these local elections, which have always been important, but get missed a little bit. They're not quite as seen. And so people are definitely more invested right now than they were a couple years ago.
While there has seemingly been higher turnout, spring elections have historically had lower turnout than midterm elections and presidential ones. So the message is clear. Get out to vote if you haven't already. Polls in this area close at 8 p.m. So reporting here at the town of Crescent Hall, Kyle Pozorski, Newswatch 12.
Thank you, Kyle. And Jeff, a pretty typical spring day to get out and vote, don't you say?
Yeah, cloudy skies out there right now, but the raindrops are not too far away. Here we are in Minocqua currently, lots of cloud cover, but the streets are dry. But here's the rain right there, right? Not too far from us currently. This is all headed in our direction for tonight. So rounds of rain this evening into tomorrow morning. That rain could be locally heavy. In fact, some thunder cannot be ruled out tonight into early parts of tomorrow morning. And the rainfall will look something like this, a widespread, at least half-inch of rainfall on the way. This is a long duration rain event. So rain tonight, rain tomorrow, rain mixing with some snow on Thursday into Friday before it all ends on Friday, and warmer temperatures around this weekend. So it's above freezing out there now. Again, this will be a rain event for us tonight with temperatures above freezing, although there could be a couple wet snowflakes in there as well. Our forecast then tonight, though, is increasing clouds, lots of rain showers with lows down near 34. Your full forecast coming up. Nate.
Thank you, Jeff. A judge in Waukesha has denied a request to delay the trial for the man accused of ramming his SUV into a crowd at a Christmas parade and killing 6 people. Darrell Brooks faces nearly 80 charges from the November 2021 incident. Attorneys for Brooks had asked that the trial, scheduled to begin on October 3rd, be delayed to early 2023. That would give them more time to review evidence in the case, including poring over hundreds of videos of the parade and reviewing the handling of Brooks's questioning by police. However, on Monday afternoon, the Waukesha Circuit Court judge denied that motion.
And of course, the court has some type of continuing education within the month of November and sometimes even into December, but I'm willing to forego those things as well to make this case and to continue to keep this case as a priority. So for all of those reasons, I am going to deny the request for a continuance.
Public defense attorneys have filed another motion seeking to either move the trial out of Waukesha County or bring in a jury from another county. They argue that the publicity surrounding the case has been so overwhelmingly negative that Brooks can't get a fair trial within the city. However, the judge and attorneys from both sides worked last week to develop a questionnaire for potential jurors that will gauge if they have formed any bias from media coverage of the event. Those will be mailed out on April 15th. The motion will be decided upon on June 20th. State officials have come up with ways to respond to the opioid epidemic in Wisconsin. It came after holding a series of listening sessions with those who have struggled with addiction. A Wisconsin DHS report says the state needs more treatment places for people who are addicted to opioids and to take a look at the root cause of the issue. The state is due to receive more than $400 million in funding. That's from a settlement against 4 pharmaceutical companies accused of fueling the opioid epidemic. The companies settled settled for $26 billion but did not admit to any wrongdoing. Naturalist John Bates will be at Oak Fire Pizzeria in Minocqua tomorrow. He'll be there to discuss his new book. It's titled Wisconsin's Wild Lakes, A Guide to the Last Undeveloped Natural Lakes. The book will be on sale. The event starts at 6:30 on Wednesday night, and you can also watch the presentation online at scienceontapminocqua.org. We're less than 2 weeks away from the deadline to file your taxes, and some tax experts are saying this year could be more complicated than ever before. That's partly due to the pandemic mixed with high demand. There have also been a lot of tax law changes and stimulus payments, and tax experts recommend filing your taxes as soon as possible and for a quicker return to file electronically. For years, libraries have offered more than just books to check out, and the Rhinelander District Library will once again be offering their patrons a chance to check out a collection of seeds. Newswatch 12's Mohammed Abdul Kawi tells us more.
It's fun to be outside and get your hands dirty.
After 2 years of COVID, Rhinelander District Library decided to start up their old initiative again. Instead of just checking out books, people will have the opportunity to check out seeds to plant.
It was a program that had been going on at the library prior to, but was kind of on hiatus.
Kathy Ulrich is the adult services manager at the library. She said checking out the seeds is an easy process. You need to put your name on a form, a library card, and put down what seed you take.
And patrons are allowed to check out 6 different variety of seeds to grow and use their produce or flowers, and then we just ask that some of the seeds are saved at the end of the year, dried, and brought back for other people to use next year.
This program is a group effort.
And it is provided by donations from seed companies, seed donations from patrons, the master gardeners, and the homesteading group.
Growing seeds takes patience and dedication, but the end result will be worth it.
It's also great to see work come to fruition, but it's also nice, sustainable, you know what you're getting and where your food's coming from.
And Kathy said it's all about the community. Many people are thrilled to be able to plant seeds.
There's been a lot of interest, a lot of people coming in, getting seeds. I'm excited, and our community support has been crazy so far.
Reporting in Rhinelander, Mohammed Abdul Kawi, Newswatch 12.
After a shooting that occurred in southern Wisconsin, police are discovering some surprising developments. We'll explain after Weather with Jeff right here on Newswatch 12.
Dylan, how's that sofa you can't return from that big internet site?
Honestly, not that great.
Well, Slumberland can help. It's our biggest finance sales event of the year. Look what just $20 a month will get you when you spend $1,200 and pay no interest for 5 years.
Right now, enhance your curb appeal with Menard's unbeatable selection of Atlas roofing products. Castlebrook, Briarwood, and Pinnacle shingles are in stock to take home today. 18 styles to choose from, all built with beauty, durability, and value in mind. All Atlas shingles have a limited lifetime warranty to protect your home for years to come. Save 11% on all Atlas shingles right now at Menard's.
Save big money at Menard's.
People have been wondering,
what's happening to Lindsay?
But it's really what Lindsay's gotten into, Planet Fitness. Join now for $1 down and only $10 a month.
Just $10 a month?
Cancel anytime.
That makes me so happy.
Want more happy? Enjoy tons of equipment in our clean and spacious clubs. Even blow off steam in our judgment-free zone. Get glowing and feel fit-tacular. For $1 down, $10 a month, cancel anytime. But hurry, deal ends Thursday, April 14th.
Ho-Chunk Gaming Wittenberg celebrates spring by making you a hoppy camper when you win one of 2 Bushwhacker camper trailers on Saturday, April 30th, 4 big drawings. Our 8 p.m. winner can choose camper number 1 or choose $6,000 in cash. Our 9 p.m. winner gets to take home whichever remains. And at 10 p.m., camper number 2 or choose $8,000 in cash. And finally, the 11 p.m. winner gets to take whatever's left, either the cash or the camper. See the rewards code for details. Must be 21 or over to play. Hoppy spring from Ho-Chunk Gaming Wittenberg.
Oh, my back.
Hey, Dylan, need a mattress? Well, luckily, Slumberland has a big Sealy sale. Look what you can get for $20 a month. A Sealy Posturepedic mattress and a power base. And you'll pay no interest for 5 years at Slumberland Furniture.
There you are. Welcome back. back, my friends. We are gearing up for a drenching rainfall tonight and really lingering through tomorrow into Friday morning. It'll end as a little bit of snow later Thursday into Friday. Here's that rainfall out there now. Again, nothing heavy in here currently, but there's been some thunder and lightning across parts of eastern Minnesota. That is all moving in our direction. So rain tonight, temperatures above freezing into tomorrow morning before it begins to mix with a little bit of snow later tomorrow night. Here it is out there now. Lots of cloud cover currently, but the snow well confined to the Arrowhead. That will stay there tonight. But we do have a little bit of issue going down the road a bit, right? This upper level low, they have lots of energy, lots of moisture, there's a lot going on here, and it moves incredibly slow. They kind of do whatever they want. So it's going to slowly move across our area tonight, into tomorrow, into Thursday, and end on Friday. It's going to pull down some colder temperatures beginning late tomorrow and into Thursday. That will likely change some of the rain over to some snow later Thursday into Friday. But here we are now. Here's that low across Minnesota. Now notice how in motion it doesn't move much, right? Here's 12 hours later, it's moved about 100 miles this way, right? And it's going to take it forever to get across the state beginning tonight and tomorrow. So overall, rainfall with some light snow in there beginning tomorrow evening into Friday morning. All right, so rainfall rates look like this. We could see basically a widespread half-inch of rainfall, but most of you will likely get closer to an inch with this before it gets out of here by Thursday evening. And there will be some snow, but again, not a lot of snow, a couple bursts of heavy wet snow at times. We'll keep it basically an inch or less across our region, with heavier amounts across parts of Iron County and Ashland County up that direction. Could see 3, 4, 5 inches of snow. Temperatures are critical, right? We're hanging out above freezing right now. We'll likely stay that way tonight as the rain begins to move into our area. It'll bring somewhat warmer temperatures with it, and there's some warmer temperatures back off to our west, right? Spring has sprung across the plains with temperatures there in the 60s and 70s today. For us, though, those are not in the forecast anytime soon, but 50s are. Not tomorrow, not Thursday, not Friday, but on Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, 50s are holding in the forecast. For tomorrow, though, lots of rain showers, 40s north, maybe a 50 to the south tomorrow with plenty of rainfall with some breaks in there tomorrow as well. Our forecast then tonight, though, is mostly cloudy skies or just cloudy skies, a bit breezy out there as well, with rain showers off and on, a couple wet snowflakes as well, with a low temperature above freezing near 34. For tomorrow, scattered rain showers are likely with some thunder in there as well. Heavy rainfall possible tomorrow with highs near 47. And then looking ahead, your 7-day forecast by Advanced Furniture and Mattress shows we get wet tomorrow, a little bit of rain and snow on Thursday. This whole thing ends on Friday with colder temperatures. And then there's the weekend, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, temperatures in the 50s. Nate?
Thank you, Jeff. The Biden administration has directed immigration officials to consider dismissing deportation cases that are not considered priorities under the agency's rules. It's the latest in a series of policy changes from the Trump administration's enforcement measures. It's also an attempt by the Biden administration to lessen the immigration court's backlog of more than 1 million cases. The American Immigration Lawyers Association has estimated more than 700,000 cases in the backlog are likely low priority cases. The directive comes as the Biden administration braces for a surge in border crossings next month, due in part to the repeal of a public health order that allowed them to expel most migrants. A Navy veteran named Jason Riddle is now headed to jail. He was caught on tape invading the Capitol on January 6th. It's said that he stole a book on Senate procedure during the attack on the Capitol, and now Riddle will spend 90 days in jail after pleading guilty to theft of government property and illegally protesting inside the Capitol. The judge said it was, quote, hard to fathom given Mr. Riddle's foreign military service and time in the Navy Reserves. Riddle will also have to pay a fine and serve 3 years of probation. Following the death of 20 kids and 6 adults in a shooting at Sandy Hook Elementary School in 2012, radio show host Alex Jones has called the event a hoax. He has since been sued for defamation by the victims' families, but he has refused to show up for recent depositions. Since April 1st, his attorney says he's paid a total of $75,000 in court-ordered fines for failing to appear. The judge said Jones is deliberately dismissing the court's orders and manipulating the process. And if Jones finally sits down for the 2 full days of depositions, he can request his money back. But the judge made it clear that these fines are not a substitution for his testimony. A new study found that road rage shootings are on the rise in the U.S., up every year since 2018 and peaking in 2021. A gun control advocacy group found an average of 44 people a month were shot in road rage incidents last year. That's double the average in 2019. The analysis by a gun safety group found that 728 road rage shootings took place last year, and that's the highest number in the 6 years that they've been tracking. The group says it doesn't know what's causing the increase in road rage shootings. Police in Racine believe that a 16-year-old was shot last month because of mistaken identity. He did survive, but is still in the hospital recovering from multiple gunshots. Stephanie Haynes spoke with a family member of the victim, and she has the story.
A security camera caught the dramatic shooting last month near Marquette and Albert Streets in Racine. Police say 16-year-old Tamarian Moss and his young cousins were walking back from the store when a car pulled up and at least 2 people got out and started shooting. Moss was shot at least 7 times in what prosecutors call an attempted execution. But court records indicate Moss was not the intended target. Instead, investigators believe 18-year-old Xavier Jackson shot Moss in retaliation for the death of Eugene Henderson, a 14-year-old shot and killed in Racine last month. The complaint states, quote, "It is believed Jackson and the other shooters mistakenly identified TM as an NFL gang member and believed he was involved in EH's death. However, TM had nothing to do with EH's death and is not a gang member." Tamarian Moss will be at Children's Hospital for at least a few more weeks. His grandmother tells me while she's relieved a suspect has been caught, she's also at a loss for words.
Just to know that people are out there on the streets, young people with these guns and things going around doing what they do, and then when they find out it's not who they intended it to be for, that's when you start worrying.
Court documents state the car shown in this video was stolen and Jackson crashed it nearly a week after the shooting in Zion, Illinois, where he was caught. Jackson is held on a $250,000 cash bond in the Racine County Jail. Meanwhile, Moss's grandmother has a message.
What's the sense of it? I mean, if I get a gun, you get a gun, I'm going to retaliate. It doesn't make the situation better. It just makes it worse.
The country is waiting on news of Ketanji Brown Jackson's potential confirmation onto the nation's high court, but one justice in Wisconsin has already broken down several barriers. We'll explain after the break.
With Angus beef, melty Swiss, and bacon between toasted sourdough. Oh, yeah. The Frisco Angus Burger is for those who know an icon when they see one. Because flavor like this is always in style. Bite into the Frisco Angus Burger, part of the Frisco menu, only at Hardee's.
At Rasmussen University, we're giving you the green light to earn your nursing or healthcare degree from a national leader in healthcare education. We offer over 15 healthcare and nursing programs taught by industry experts. And at Rasmussen University, we're with you every step of the way, before and after graduation. It's your move. Get going at one of our 23 campuses or online at rasmussen.edu. At Rasmussen University, green means go.
I come here to do homework because they have free Wi-Fi. They don't say anything as long as I buy something.
When there's a lot of noise, it's hard to focus. But I listen to music to try and drown it out. When the Wi-Fi cuts out, I can't finish my homework. That's why I started getting D's.
Millions of children rely on public Wi-Fi to study. U.S. Cellular is donating up to $13 million in hotspots to help youth in need. Because every child deserves the same opportunity to learn.
It's back! 3 of Central Wisconsin's best RV dealerships join forces for the biggest savings of the year. DNL Recreation, Lake Country RV, and Fatheads Rapids RV host the 2022 Spring RV Open House in Wisconsin Rapids, Thursday, April 7th through Sunday, April 10th.
Every day I think, today's the day that Toby and I aren't going to fight.
You guys are going to make it through this.
Jack?
What's wrong?
We can't find Jack. He's not anywhere. Jack!
This Is Us, the final chapter. Tonight, 9/8 Central on NBC.
Judge, I'd like to treat the witness as hostile.
Everyone thinks I'm some killer. Who cares? Because it's all lies.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa.
With ham, melty cheese, and an egg on toasted sourdough. Oof. The recipe for standing out is keeping things simple, making this breakfast your most iconic meal of the day. Bite into the Frisco Breakfast Sandwich, part of the Frisco menu, only at Hardee's.
This portion of News Watch 12 is brought to you by Slumberland.
A high school junior here in Wisconsin is about to get a lot more attention from universities and colleges across the country. Eleanor Hannan scored a perfect 36 on the ACT test in September. She is currently a student at Wauwatosa West High School, and this was her third time taking the test. And apparently, the third time was the charm. Getting a perfect score on the ACT is extremely rare. In 2021, nearly 1.3 million high schoolers across the country took the exam, and just over 4,000 got a perfect score. While Judge Ketanji Brown Jackson remains on track to make history and become the country's first black woman to serve on our nation's high court, there's also history that's being made here in Wisconsin. And it all stems from a recent appointment from Governor Tony Evers. Anthony DeBruzzi has more.
It's sort of something I'm still processing, I think.
Ashley Morse grew up in Florida, then Illinois, all the while with an incarcerated parent, sparking for her the question, why? Which ultimately led to an interest in the criminal justice system.
I've spent 7 years at the courthouse that you can see out my window. And, you know, kind of throughout the building, there's pictures all over the place of former judges. And it's just, you know, kind of white man after white man after white man.
Morse, who worked as an attorney for 12 years in 7 counties, says places like Wisconsin often lack diversity outside of Milwaukee or Madison.
I've never argued a case to a judge that wasn't white, and I've never, you know, tried a case to a jury that wasn't all white.
Now in her final days as a public defender, Morse gets to see someone like her break down barriers.
The image of Ketanji Brown Jackson walking down the hall, you know, surrounded by white security guards and stuff, or, you know, all the news cameras pointed at her, you know, it reminds me of Ruby Bridges, the picture that I have on my wall, who was the, you know, at 6 years old, was the first black child to integrate a school in, I think it was Louisiana. But the, you know, sometimes being the first, it's a scary path.
Scary, but also satisfying.
I'm excited for people to look at me and see me the same way, you know, I see people like Ruby Bridges and Ketanji Brown Jackson, you know, that makes me hopeful and optimistic that I can do this too.
We are back this weekend, the 37th annual WJJQ Home Show with Health Expo, Saturday 9 to 4 and Sunday 10 to 3 at the Tomahawk School Complex. Admission is free. From Northwoods 92.5 WJJQ.
Maybe your bath is outdated, or it's difficult to clean, or it's just not as safe as it should be. Bella Friday here, and I am joined by Brian Gottlieb from Jacuzzi Bath Remodel. Brian, thanks for joining me today.
Thanks for having me, Bella.
So, Brian, 2 of the most common questions that we get are, what are the design options, and are they affordable?
What are the design options? It really have endless designs that Jacuzzi Bath Remodel has brought to the market, all with great colors and textures and hardware. Well, we actually come to your home and we bring all these things with us so you can design the bath of your dreams in the comfort of your own home. They'll even bring an iPad with them, so they design the bath on an iPad as you're picking out choices so you can really see what your bath or shower will look like.
And how does Jacuzzi Bath Remodel make that affordable?
Yeah, so on that very same iPad that we did the design work, they can do a very simple credit application and get an instant credit decision.
So not going to the bank?
No, none of that. It's a simple signature loan.
And what are some of the different terms for that?
Sure, well, we have a couple of different programs. We have a 12-month same as cash program if you want to not pay anything for a year. But we also have programs where the entire payment is about 1% of the overall project.
Okay, so just doing some quick math, if someone were to update their bathroom for $7,000, that's only $70 a month?
Yeah, it's really affordable. Imagine that having a beautiful bath installed in your home for $70 a month. You don't have to deal with a dangerous bath or a bath that's dirty anymore. You can truly have the bath of your dreams.
And I happen to know that Jacuzzi Bath Remodel brought some great savings. Take a look.
Now, for a limited time, we're waiving the installation costs on your new bath or shower project, and we'll postpone all of your payments for 1 full year. Now is the best time to finally get the jacuzzi shower you've always wanted. Remember, your installation costs are waived, and we'll postpone all your payments for 1 full year. This is a limited time offer, so be sure to call now and start saving today.
We are back this weekend, the 37th annual WJJQ Home Show with Health Expo, Saturday 9 to 4 and Sunday 10 to 3 at the Tomahawk School Complex. Admission is free. From Northwoods 92.5 WJJQ.
So, Jeff, I'm not a father. You are obviously not a father that I know of. I could be wrong, but you do have a dog, right?
Yes.
And his name is Theo. He's sleeping somewhere around here. What went into naming Theo? I'm always been
It
curious.
rhymed with Geo, which has been my nickname since I was
That was it?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Well, I was just curious because actually we just got a list of the most popular baby names last year
Theo's
from
on there?
name.org. And in Wisconsin, it goes Oliver, Liam, Theodore at third. So I thought, maybe you were looking at the names. But also for girls, we had Charlotte, Olivia, and Evelyn that will top the list. Jeff, I'm excited to be a father, but
let's see what Theo
don't want to
thinks.
do this
Chris,
for
can
a
you take
while.
camera 4? Is Theo there? This is what Theo thinks about this. He's
okay.
not really thinking about this right now. He's thinking about.
Fair enough.
He's
yeah.
dreaming. All right, let's check on the weather for us. We have some rainfall on the way. Outside now it's cloudy, but the rain is not too far away. In fact, here it is on the radar. There are a couple of heavier bands of rain in here, and maybe even some thunder and lightning tonight. But this will stay rain. Although a couple of you along and north of Highway 8 could see a couple wet snowflakes mix in tonight into tomorrow, all part of a long duration rain event on the way. There could be some flooding concerns by the end of the week as we have a lot of rain to get through. And then look what happens at the end of this, right? Friday kind of cold, 34, but those are 50s holding in the forecast next week, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday.
I am very excited for those 50s. I know Theo is probably very excited for those 50s. Get outside. So thank you, Jeff. Thanks for watching. We'll see you back here at 6 o'clock.